Where did we, modern humans, actually come from? And what turned a distant ape into the species that reshaped the planet? Start very deep in time. More than 4 million years ago, some ancestors began walking upright across open, seasonal landscapes. Bipedal forms like Australopithecus reorganized hips, spines, and hands long before our name existed. Standing and walking freed the hands, shifted how we moved and fed, and opened ecological possibilities that set a new stage for what came next. Roughly 2.5 to 2.8 million years ago, a new branch called Homo appears. Early Homo shows larger brains for body size, changes in limb proportions, and the repeated manufacture and use of stone tools. Those tools, simple flakes and cores at first, expanded diets and problem solving, enabling new ways to exploit resources and survive in fluctuating Pleistocene climates. Across the Pleistocene, several Homo species emerged: H. habilis, H. erectus, and others, sometimes coexisting, sometimes disappearing. This story is not a straight ladder to us, but a branching bush, lineages splitting, mixing, and vanishing. Natural selection, migration, isolation, and chance all shaped populations differently in different places. Anatomically, modern Homo sapiens arise in Africa within roughly the last 300,000 years, with fossils like those from Jebel Irhoud showing faces and skull shapes familiar to us. Yet our anatomy did not mean immediate or uniform behavior. Cultural complexity, symbolic art, personal ornaments, specialized hafted tools, long-distance exchange accumulated unevenly. Sites such as Blombos Cave show early ochre, engraved pieces and beads, tens of thousands of years before agriculture. Behavioral modernity looks like a mosaic. Innovations appear, sometimes spread and endure, sometimes fade and re-emerge. Populations of Homo sapiens left Africa in multiple waves. A major dispersal around 60 to 70,000 years ago carried people across Eurasia and beyond, but earlier and later movements also occurred. Outside Africa, our ancestors met other hominins, Neanderthals in Europe and Western Asia, Denisovans in Asia, and interbred. Modern genomes retain traces of those encounters, influencing immunity, skin traits, and adaptation to high altitude in some populations. Only in the last 12,000 years did humans domesticate plants and animals and build dense settlements. Agriculture and urban life rapidly amplified human impacts on environments, creating cultural evolutions far faster than biological change. Reconstructed faces and scenes are interpretive. Fossils give bone shapes, but soft tissues, pigmentation, and behavior often remain hypotheses informed by archaeology and ecology. Homo sapiens are the product of a long braided history, shared ancestry, local adaptation, and cultural invention. That story reframes identity. It shows common roots and the shared responsibility of stewardship for a fragile planet.